Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I'm back, survived ice apocalypse, and I'm here to bring you some trivia. My deepest apologies for not being here last Saturday, but I'm back with 3 more rounds, 8 questions each. Let's get right into it. Round 1 is called Soft and Squishy, and we have some trivia about some soft, pillowy, fluffy things, of course. Number 1, where did the teddy bear get its name? The teddy bear. Who or what was the inspiration for its name? And number 2, from what animal do you get cashmere wool? Cashmere wool. What type of animal produces this wool? And number 3, in the film Ghostbusters, this mascot becomes possessed and rampages through New York City. The mascot in Ghostbusters. Okay, number 4. This fairy tale from Hans Christian Andersen is about a prince who is trying to find his bride by testing her ability to feel a lump beneath multiple mattresses. A Hans Christian Andersen story about a very perceptive princess. And number 5. This large state produces over 41% of America's cotton, generating $1.75 billion in revenue, making it the state's main cash crop, a very large state. 41% of America's cotton is question 5. And number 6, does a loofah, the naturally occurring sponge, come from a plant or a animal? Where do you get a loofah? And number 7, this material was developed in a NASA research laboratory to improve the safety of aircraft cushions, but eventually found its way into the home mattress market. A NASA developed material. And number 8, final question for round 1. In 1931, this became one of the first brands of bread to come pre-sliced. A iconic bread brand, one of the first to become pre-sliced in 1931. Okay, moving on to round 2, which is called Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. And I have trivia about various women and women's issues, things like that. Number 1, in what year did women gain the right to vote in the United States? What year? Women's suffrage. And number 2, this Egyptian queen was known for her beauty and also for being the stepmother of the pharaoh Tutankhamun. She was immortalized in an iconic bust that lives at the Neues Museum in Berlin. An Egyptian queen known for her beauty. And number 3, only 5 women have been nominated for the Best Director Award at the Oscars, and only a single woman has won in 2010. What was her name? Or what was the name of the movie she directed? You can get up to 2 points here. What was her name? And what was her movie that she directed that won her the Best Director Award 2010? Okay, number 4. By 1889, there were 7 universities in the United States that offered all-female undergraduate programs, and although only 5 of them still exist, they were originally known as the 7 Sisters. Name one of these universities, the 7 Sisters women's colleges by 1889. And number 5, despite being born in a French poor house, this woman escaped her humble beginnings and revolutionized post-World War I women's fashion. A fashion icon. And number 6, this Austrian-born actress and inventor turned her attention toward developing radio frequency technology to help the Allies during World War II. And the technology could not be implemented for a while, but eventually served as the foundation for Bluetooth. Very cool woman. Austrian-born actress and inventor. And number 7, born in 1907, this Mexican painter was known for her self-portraits and photography and for incorporating themes of romantic Mexican nationalism into her work. A Mexican painter born 1907. And last but not least, number 8, this sharpshooter was born Phoebe Ann Butler and became the first woman in Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show, becoming a world-renowned star. A sharpshooter born Phoebe Ann Butler, but better known as... Okay, and round 3, similar to our chins round from last 2 weeks ago, I suppose, we have bodacious beards. So I'm going to show you the pictures of 8 men, about this much of their face, primarily their beard, and I need you to identify who it is. Whose beard are we looking at? So coming at you on the screen, boom. There it was. And if you're ready, it's time for the answers. If not, go back, rewatch, re-listen. I know I've been going kind of fast, but do whatever you need to do to prep yourself for the answers. Coming at you right now. Where did the teddy bear get its name? Named after Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, although he hated being called Teddy, allegedly. And you get cashmere wool from goats, cashmere goats. And the giant marshmallow mascot, Ghostbusters, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. The Hans Christian Andersen story, The Princess and the Pea, and America's largest producer of cotton in the United States, over 41%, Texas. And where does a loofah come from? It's from a plant. It's a gourd similar to a cucumber. Pretty weird. And the NASA developed technology, memory foam, and one of the first brands of pre-sliced bread, Wonder Bread. And round 2, sisters are doing it for themselves. Women gained the right to vote in the US in 1920. And the Egyptian queen known for her beauty, Nefertiti. And the only woman to win Best Director is Catherine Bigelow for her 2010 film, The Hurt Locker. Great movie, difficult to watch, very intense. Okay, and the 7 sisters universities, name one of them. I'll give you all of them. Barnard, Bryn Mawr, Mount Holyoke, Smith, and Wellesley. And Vassar was one, but eventually became co-ed. And Radcliffe College was one of them, but was absorbed into Harvard University. And the French fashion icon, born in a poor house to very humble means, Coco Chanel. And the Austrian-born actress and inventor, this is Hedy Lamarr. And the Mexican painter and self-portrait and photographer, Frida Kahlo. And born Phoebe Ann Butler, this Wild West sharpshooter, Annie Oakley. And last but not least, bodacious beards. Number 1, we have Chuck Norris. 2 is Sean Penn. 3 is Drake. 4 is Salvador Dali. 5, Robert Downey Jr. 6, Hulk Hogan. 7, Morgan Freeman. And 8, Freddie Mercury, of course. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me on another trivia evening this Saturday. Once again, I apologize for not being around last week. I hope everyone is safe and warm and hopefully has power and everything. And I will be back next Saturday, barring another cataclysmic weather disaster. So in the meantime, please stay safe and healthy and happy, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.